The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd and 1, Haskins. Caught here by Griffin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Joe Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's make these babies
Mixon with it. They find some open field here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I'm going back to you. Tight guard. Mike 5-4. We'll hold this. Right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively.
54, Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down. Begin. Out. Go ahead. Hey, watch it.
They're going to go. It's locked. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's locked. Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
It's 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's locked. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Now Haskins on first down, looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Bring 90! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Stop. Run, man. Tighten up.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Reggie. Watch the fly. 11Z. Kill.
Locke. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
Check. Kill. Let's go, Mexico.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Turnover. That's what we do. Other way. Let's go.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Mike,
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Lott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Looking deep down. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. John Ross, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He's going to let one go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Parker unable to get that one.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Open man is Ross, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're not ready, but
here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A give right side now to Hunt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Hunt, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Hunt. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
From the gun, Haskins. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
I got you, Pop. 54 is Mark. Check. Watch 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Kill, alert. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Watch twist. Pilot, 64, weak. Twist.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
I got it. Mike 51.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Watch the screen.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put the... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw, Love. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Luck now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Dolphins. 41 yards. On first down, it's Long. And this is Parker, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Luck on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, few breakdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. On the counter, Hunt. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37. 11Z. 51.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, watch 11, watch 11. Check 50, check 50. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Quit talking about it. Hey, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On second down, here's Mixon. Shifts by him. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Third down, here's Haskins. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot. No, okay. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Hunt. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On third down, Hunt. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Locke. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Going deep here for Parker. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. Off of play action. Luck. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game, and feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On second and goal, Luck Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now it's Haskins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On the run, it's Mixon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one is caught by Hunt. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him.
That's a whole lot.
It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Coming this way. Here we go.
They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Come on now, let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Congratulations, I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. To the magazine, wait away from me, baby, I'll be up soon. Phone gotta be off, each door got locked, I gotta retest this shoe. So shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands seen a reservation, and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. So I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. You see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's, you know I'm down to win. About it. Know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the pain hot.
to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can mess me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made it put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Love's my dog.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I...
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. He'll buy some time right, and his throw is incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Trubisky will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Interception, baby. All day. All day.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception.
Come on. 18. 56. Come on, the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Got a man open. It's Ross. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6 as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The drive summary that time. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as they have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the side. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Going deep downfield for Roll. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
We got
this defense figured out something in the... Now Trubisky on first down. He's got a man on a crossing route. That's Moore. Give him 32 on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, Mixon. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Now it's Trubisky. He completes it to Boyd, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it.
They go play action. Trubisky going deep downfield and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he...
And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games.
Set the tone, defense. Set the
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
56 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on second and long. Trubisky, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught. He hits more. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go. 50, plant.
He's back to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry with 4 seconds remaining. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
So for those of little faith, guess what? it got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gano the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. This will be fielded at the 6. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New England, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no